Hi folks, Dan Dale here with Southern Remarketing in Jackson, Mississippi. If you watch many of our videos, you're used to seeing my dad do them, but he's gone to a gun show, so I'm going to go ahead and give you a little walk around. We're strictly internet eBay seller. We sell mainly diesel trucks. I also sell a few campers and RVs, and sell them right here out of Jackson, Mississippi. Today I've got a pretty nice truck, and one you don't see every day. Most of this body style trucks are 08s because they built 08s for about a year and a half, but this is and they built 11s for about a year and a half, so they only built these 2010s like this one for about half a year. But we've got one. It's a 2010 F250 Lariat FX4 off-road package, and it's pretty much loaded up. I'm going to give you a little walk around, and then I'm going to take you on a test drive. But first, I want to show off the factory window sticker. If I can one-hand it here, you can see stickered over $55,000, 355 limited slip gears, FX4, cab steps, electronic shift on the fly, polished 20-inch wheels, heavy-duty alternator, upfitter switches, tailgate step, Lariat Plus package with the backup camera, power pedals, memory, garage door opener, etc., etc. I'll have a scanned copy in the listing, but just wanted to show that off. But now I'm going to take you on a little walk around. You can see the headlights nice and clear. They're not fogged out or funky. The fog lights are super clear. The paint is nice. It's not pecked up, not beat up, dinged up, any of that. You can look underneath here. This is a Southern truck, so there's, of course, absolutely no rust anywhere. Look inside. I guess it'd help if I turn the mat over like I'm supposed to, but you can see the mat's nice. Tilt wheel, automatic headlights, MP3, 6-disc CD changer, dual zone auto climate. You can see the seats, how nice they are. No rips or tears or any of that. You know, this truck has 159,000 miles, which, believe it or not, for us is low miles. It does have a key and a remote. You can tell in these door jams and stuff, this truck has spent very little, if any, time off-road. All the jams are nice. This is, like I said, a Southern truck, so no rust, even in the bottom of the cab corners and stuff, no rust. Got the power sliding rear window, cup holders, extra power outlets. You can see the carpet's all good. Somebody just wanted an extra mat. There that is. But look down the bottom of the doors and stuff. No rust, no dirt. The body is super straight. No signs of paint work. Does have the turnover ball, which, even if you don't need a turnover ball, it's an expensive setup that only adds value to the truck. It's got full-size spare. One thing I like to look at behind the rear wheels, if they've been off-road much, all that paint just gets chipped up like the dickens, and this one is not. There's your backup camera. You can see the tailgate, super straight, got a big receiver hitch. Bed itself, spray and bed liner, not beat up. It's nice. Look down the side, see how straight it is. This truck has not spent much time in regular duty. It's obviously spent its life out on the interstate. But even look down the front of the bed. A lot of times people ram their four-wheelers up in the bed and stuff, and they bend that up, but this one's not bent up. Seats don't have any rips or tears. I don't know how the headliner is going to come out in the video, but trust me, in person, it's nice. It's not sagging. It's not dirty. It is a good headliner. Look down in these door pockets. If they've been work trucks, they get dirt and funk and stuff in them door pockets that, believe me, our guys cannot do anything with. But see, all the seats look good. Carpet. There's all your books that came with it. The dash isn't cracked. Windshield's not cracked. All that's good on it. Power folding and telescoping wheels. Just a super nice, super clean 2010 F250 Lariat. And you know, like Dad always says, why would you pay 80 grand for a new one when you can buy this one for just a fraction of that and have just as nice of a truck, and you can spare yourself about 50 or 60 grand worth of depreciation. So if you're interested, give me a call, 601-376-9869. Be glad to talk to you about it, about the truck, about the engine, about shipping, anything else you're interested in. 601-376-9869. Now we're going to hop in and take you for a test drive. Okay, now we're going to go on a test drive, but before I do, just want to show you a few things under the hood. First of all, we don't clean under hoods. This is just how it came in. A little dusty, not, you know, spit and polished, but one thing you can take away from all that is that this truck has seen very little, if any, time off-road. And the reason I say that is when a truck's been out mud riding and stuff, all that muddy water hits these hot engine components, and it gives these bare aluminum pieces a patina that you just cannot clean off. And this one doesn't have that. So that's always a good sign. Next, it's got Motorcraft batteries in it. And that alone to tell you how well it's been taken care of, because most people aren't going to spend all the money that Ford charges for these Motorcraft batteries. They're just going to go to AutoZone or something and buy an old cheap replacement. But anyway, the main thing I want to show you is, you can see I set the cap down, no blow by. Now there's a little bit of smoke, and a lot of people confuse smoke with blow by, but smoke is not blow by. Smoke is no big deal as long as it's not puffing. I've had 20,000 mile 15 and 16 model 6.7s that smoke more than this. The main thing is I set the cap down, it doesn't blow off. If that cap blows off, that means you got blow by. And all blow by is engine compression getting past the piston rings and into the crankcase. It's not necessarily the sign of a bad engine, but it's just a sign of wear, and this one doesn't have any. So now that I've shown you that, we're gonna hop in, take it for a spin. Okay, now we're in the truck. Let me show you a few things before we get started. First of all, power sliding rear window. Now, as usual, my guys have done their usual horrible job of cleaning the glass, but the glass is actually nice. It's got the power folding mirrors on both sides that work. Their power extend on both sides. They got memory, automatic headlights, cruise. You got your speed control over there, volume, radio controls here, and the hands-free. So got Bluetooth, 6-disc CD changer, power adjustable pedals. Now apparently they had something stuck here, probably a foam mount, but I didn't want to pick at it too hard, so I'm just going to leave that alone. And you can see though, backup camera works. No issues with it. It's got the sunglasses holder, got the programmable garage door transmitter, got a big cubby hole up top. We'll get going. It's got upfitter switches. It's got heated seats on both sides. It's got dual zone climate control. Now you'll have to excuse my shaky camera work because I'm filming with one hand and driving with the other on some of the very, very worst roads in the city of Jackson. So even though the video may come out a little shaky, rest assured the truck itself has a great ride and drive. And one thing you can take away from all these bumps I'm hitting is that it's tight. There's no squeaks, no rattles, no bangs, any of that. The engine's quiet. Speaking of which, it fires right up. It runs perfect, hot or cold. So whether you buy from us or whomever, you always want to hear a power stroke crank cold. You want to crank a Duramax when it's hot, because that's just how it works with those. Anyway, it doesn't pull to the left or right, doesn't pull or vibrate when you hit the brakes. There's not any extra exhaust noise or so. I don't think there's any leaks. We haven't found anything on this truck that doesn't work just like it should. It just rides and drives great. I got the auto dimming rearview mirror. I think I mentioned that, but in case I didn't. We haven't found anything on it that doesn't work good. The steering wheel's not ate up, or the leather's not chewed up, or any of that. You know, if you want to fly in, drive it home, you can. I would not hesitate to get in this truck and drive it absolutely anywhere. It's a super nice truck, no issues. So we'll be glad to pick you up at the airport here at Jackson International. We'll come back, do all the paperwork and feedback and everything, and let you get on the road. Or if you're like most of our customers, you're from the Northeast or the Midwest, you're buying from us because we've got rust-free trucks and good prices. So with that being said, we understand not all of you have several days to spend flying or driving down and then driving home in a truck. So if you're one of those people, don't let the idea of having to ship the truck turn you off from buying it. And if you look online at these online price quote websites, don't let the prices you get quoted scare you off from the truck, because depending on how much of a hurry you're in, we can save you as much as half off. And the reason we're able to do that is most of these guys you find online, they're not shippers. They don't have a fleet of trucks out on the road. They're just brokers, and they'll charge you hundreds of dollars and they'll call it a deposit, but all it really is their broker's fee for them to post it on this one website that everybody uses that's not open to the public. Well, we've jumped through all the hoops, we've gone through all the hassle and paid all the bills and fees and stuff to be on that website ourselves. So if nothing else, we can save you those hundreds of dollars you just spend on a broker's fee, and we're going to get you wholesale rates on shipping, and we don't charge anything to our customers. It's a free service, so there's no markup or anything. Basically, you just pay us for the truck, we find somebody to ship it to you, and when they drop the truck off, you hand them cash for the shipping, and that's it. So makes it a real smooth, easy transaction, no hassles. Seems to work out good for everybody. We've not had any complaints. And if you're anywhere near Houston or Dallas or Atlanta or pretty much anywhere in the state of Florida, then we can get you a real good deal. So just shoot me a text or an email with your zip code, and I will be more than happy to give you a good ballpark figure on shipping. It won't be exact until I actually find somebody to do it, but it'll be close. And if you're in more of a hurry for the truck, you know, we can post it for more than the average rate and make it worth somebody's while to make a detour to come get it. Or if you're not in a hurry, we'll post it for less and wait until somebody comes through that's looking to make a deal to fill a spot on their trailer. So we'll make sure it works out either way. But you know, don't let this truck has the 6.4 Power Stroke diesel. This is the strongest Power Stroke diesel they've yet to make. It's, you know, the newer ones are rated for more horsepower, but these 6.4s, you can turn them up and make way more horsepower, and they get better fuel economy. And well, they do when they're deleted, because see, these new trucks, the way they clean their DPF is use that fluid. So you can delete them, you're only going to get a mile or 2 miles per gallon gain. But these 6.4s, the way they clean theirs is to dump extra fuel into the engine and let it burn out through the exhaust, and that causes two issues. One, it kills the fuel economy, And so by deleting it, you're going to pick up at least 3 to 5, maybe as much as 7 miles per gallon. And if you're not on top of your oil changes, then what will happen is eventually the oil starts, the fuel starts getting past the piston rings and diluting the oil in your crankcase. And if you're not on top of your oil changes, you got thinned out oil, which leads to all kind of other issues. So deleting the DPF on these things, it pays for itself in a few months. It's just something, now that they're all out of warranty anyway, unless you have emissions testing, you should definitely do it. Now if you do have emissions testing, don't be scared of the truck. You just got to stay on top of your oil changes. Okay, accidentally hit the wrong button, but anyway, this particular truck is stock. It still has its DPF. It still has the all the stuff in place. So we're going to leave it like that in case it does go somewhere where they have emissions testing and stuff. But if you're interested in deleting it, call me. I will be glad to discuss your options, what we can do and all that. You can, if you want to roll coal, that's no problem in a 6.4. If you don't know what that is, search it on YouTube. You can have put out zero smoke. You can turn the power up or down. You can leave it stock. You can turn it up as high as 650 horsepower, which is pretty awesome if you ever driven one that's on full blast. But there's just tons of options that are available, and I'm not going to try and discuss everything on this video, but if you're interested, call me. I highly recommend it. Although, like I said, if you can't delete it or you don't want to, don't let it worry you. All you got to do is stay on top of your oil changes. If you change the oil every 5,000 miles, if you change the fuel filters at least every other oil change, and you use Motorcraft filters, then these things will go and go and go. But that's the key. You got to keep them serviced, and you got to use Ford filters. You can't use aftermarket because Ford will not release the patent on their filter design. So even if you get the most expensive high dollar aftermarket filter that there is, well, it's not going to filter. It's just going to be sitting in there. So you're just causing yourself problems. So we highly recommend Ford filters. And you know, I don't know about where you are, but our dealers charge $100 to change the oil, and you can't hardly buy the Ford filters and 15 quarts of oil for much less than that. So, you know, let them do it. Not a big deal. But anyway, like I said, I'll be glad to talk to you more at length about it. Just give me a call, 601-376-9869. We can go over all your options and choices. There are a myriad of choices from cheap to high. So give me a call if you're interested in discussing those, and I'll be glad to go over them. If you're interested in shipping, like I said, shoot me a text with your zip code and I'll get you a good quote on it. Or you know, if you want to talk about the truck itself, you want to talk about price and what it takes to buy it, any of that, just give me a call, 601-376-9869. I want to show you before we go the dash. You can see no warning lights lit, and I like to show that after we've been driving, because you know it's easy to kill a light with your scan tool and then take a picture and say, hey look, no lights. But if there's a problem and you haven't fixed it, then once you start driving it, then that light's going to come right back on. So that's why I like to show the dash after we've been driving a little while, so you can see there are absolutely no lights lit. So beyond that, if you have any questions, give me a call. Want to make an offer, give me a call. Anything else, just call me, 601-376-9869. Appreciate you watching the video and listening to everything we have to say. And look forward to seeing you here in Jackson, Mississippi. Thank you.